So welcome back, my friends, to another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Nuka-World DLC map. Now this isn't the ordinary in-game map. This is actually a map that was given out by Bethesda yesterday in very similar fashion to the maps that you would get at, Disney World. As you all know, Nuka-World is a bit of a spin-off in certain aspects around Disney World, and the map, I guess, is sort of the same. And you can see here it is on screen for you guys right now. And the thing with this map is it gives off a bunch of new locations that haven't yet been talked about Nuka-World. So it gives us a little bit more of an insight to what's going on in certain specific areas, the names of a lot of the areas within the different park zones. As well, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the trailer footage in sort of comparison to this, because the trailer footage does actually match up with a lot of these areas. Now, one thing I do want to mention here is that although this isn't an official in-game map, it's still going to be the same in-game. It's going to be the same basis. It's just going to have its own sort of in-game, look to it, but it is going to be primarily in the same positions that you guys are seeing on screen right now. But anyway, let's get into the main portion of the video, which is going over some of the brand new locations talked about and seen within the map itself. And it begins with the Galactic Zone. You can see here at the right side of the map, it does actually list off the individual locations, and number one is the Nuka Galaxy, and you can see here from the map this is to the very left of the Galactic Zone, seemingly where the roller coaster is going to be coming out of. Number two is the Vault-Tec Beyond Earth. You can see that that's at the very bottom, sort of highlighted in blue there. Number three is the Robco Battle Zone. You can see there on the map that's sort of towards the top right. Also got this sort of huge spherical object surrounding it. Number four is the Starlight Interstellar Theater, which is, of course, I guess towards the middle-ish part of the area, and is actually situated with somewhat of a huge dome on top. And number five is the Starport Nuka, which you can see here by the map is the huge spire in the very middle. Now, because this map is somewhat of a 3D-ish map, but it shows a lot of the stuff that's going to be inside of the towns, or the zone, sorry, we can actually go ahead and showcase some of these already from the trailer. And there's actually two locations mainly for the Galactic Zone spotted in the trailer, and that is the Nuka Galaxy. You can see here the sign on the roller coaster does actually say Nuka Galaxy as you see the roller coaster going through, again marking that to the number one spot on the Galactic Zone, being the Nuka Galaxy there. And the second one is actually the fifth location marked on the map, which is the Starport Nuka, again being that huge spire in the middle. You can actually see this several times. One, as just a normal sort of shot of the spire, and two, when you see the guy walking around in this sort of shiny blue power armor. And I believe behind the guy as well, I'm not entirely sure though, this may well be the Vault-Tec Beyond Earth, but again, I'm not entirely sure if that is the case. It just sort of looks like that as you do see the guy walking past in the power armor. But aside from those, we don't really see too much more of the Galactic Zone in the trailer. So now let's move on to the next zone, again listed by the map here, which is Dry Rock Gulch. And the first location listed is the Wild West Stunt Show. You can see that towards the very bottom. The second one, however, is the Mad Mulligan's Minecart Coaster. As you can see, that is number 7 there as well, presumably where the roller coaster in this specific area is going to be the starting point for. The third one is the Dark Prosphates Saloon. I'll probably pronounce that completely wrong, but you can see there again that is in sort of the left side of the map there. Number 9 is the Dry Rock Gulch Main Street, and number 10 is the Old Sugar Top. Now again, a few of those were spotted in the trailer, more specifically number 10 being the Old Sugar Top. You get like a quick scene of this near the beginning of the trailer, as well as the number 8 list, which of course is the Dark Prosphates Saloon. So you can also see here as well is the saloon where she's shooting that sort of very weird creature. I'm not entirely sure what that is, with some very weird pistol. This is also going to be that area listed on the map there. But again, moving on to the next zone, this being the Safari Adventure, and the first location listed here is Cappy's Treehouse, and you can pretty much spot that straight away, I guess, in the center of Safari Adventure there. The next one is the reptile house, being 12 towards the left side. The next one is the primate house. Of course, you can see that on the right side there. The fourth one is the Jungle Journey Theatre. The fifth one is the Welcome Center. And the sixth one is at the very top there, again, seemingly a roller coaster, being the Angry Anaconda, which actually says coming soon next to it. So I wonder what's going to be going on with that there. Now, in terms of trailer footage, there isn't really too much with the Safari Adventure. We get this one scene here, which I believe is the very entrance of Safari Adventure, and you can also see in the background there is of course the treehouse, and as well, I'm not too sure, but this next scene may be from the primate house. Again, not entirely sure, but this is the only trailer footage that we do see from the Safari Adventure. Moving on again to the next zone, this is the World of Refreshment, and this is seemingly placed just behind the Kiddie Kingdom, and it's one of the only standalone areas listed on the map, and this area seems very huge. We actually get a few shots of this from the trailer. We get sort of the sea inside, and we also get an outside view of the World of Refreshment as well. So there really isn't too much to go by from this, but that of course being the World of Refreshment. Moving on again, here we have the Kiddie Kingdom being the second last one listed here. The first area that we actually get to see here is the King Cola's castle, and that is pretty much like the main thing that stands out from this area straight away, the huge castle there in the top right. The next one being King Cola's courthouse, which again is just down, pretty much connected to the actual castle itself. The next one is the carousel, you can see there in the bottom right corner. The next one again being Blast Off, and you can see here again on the map that does look like one of the rides that you can actually go on. But up next we have the Candy Town Playground. Again, moving on here, we have the Teacup, which you can see there again being another ride which was actually spotted in the trailer. The next one is the Ferris wheel, which is crazy as well. You guys can see it there sort of standing out from the map. And then we have two more, which is the Nuka Racers, which I believe there's also some trailer footage of as well. And the last one here being the Funhouse. Now, in terms of trailer footage, there's actually quite a lot to see here. The first one, I believe, is the front entrance, or the side entrance actually, to the Kiddie Kingdom itself. You can see the huge sign there. You can also see the Ferris wheel location in the background as well, which is pretty damn cool. The next one, I believe, is from the Funhouse, where you can see the ghouls sort of running around in a circle in a building. I do believe that to be the Funhouse there. And then the third one is the Teacup. You can also see the ghouls as they're trying to get to you from the trailer going around the Teacup sort of rides there. So some pretty damn interesting stuff there coming from the Kiddie Kingdom. And the final area is the Nuka-Town USA. And the first area listed by the map is the Nuka Cage. You can see that there on the very left, which seems to be near the center of the area itself. The next one actually mentioned here is the Brad Burton Amphitheater, which is just to the very bottom left. Probably completely pronounced that word wrong, but yeah, let's carry on. The third one here is the Cola Cars Bumper Car Ride, which is towards the right side of Nuka-Town. And then we have the Parlor Dinner Theater, which is seemingly just across from the Nuka-Cade. And the other side of Nuka-Town now is the Fizz Top Grill and the Fizz Top Mountain, which you can pretty much see straight away being what I used to call the Nuka Mountain. It's just like that mountain with a huge Nuka-Cola bottle sort of slanted against it there. And in terms of trailer footage, again, we have a lot to look at here. Number one is, of course, the Fizz Top Grill and the Fizz Top Mountain. You can see this quite clearly in a few of the scenes from the trailer, which is pretty cool with the radar especially standing in front of it. We also get a look at the central area of Nuka-Town as well, with the radar shooting the Bottle and Cappy statue. You can tell this is the center because on the left you have the Nuka-Cade, and of course to the right of that as well you also have the theater. And as for the Nuka-Cade, you guys have seen several times already. Here are some of the inside sort of scenes from the trailer with the Nuka-Cade, definitely looking pretty damn awesome there. And the final area actually, which I believe is actually coming from this specific area, is of course the bumper car ride to the very right side. I believe this scene with the sort of new power armor that's being zapped by electricity is in this actual area because of the bumper car situated around this scene itself. And that's pretty much it in terms of trailer footage matching up with the map here. And in my opinion, it's really cool that they did this. It's cool that they've sort of brang out before the DLC this awesome map where we can compare the trader to it and stuff like that. And again, it just gives us a little bit more knowledge of what's going on within these zones, some of the locations surrounding it, and some of the cool stuff that we get to find out here. So as always, hope you did enjoy this video today. Be sure to let me know your thoughts on all of this down in the comment section down below. As always, be sure to leave a like down below as well, guys. Your support, of course, is always greatly appreciated on the channel. Subscribe if you guys are new around, because I will be covering the Nuka-World DLC in its entirety. And I'll catch you guys next time with a brand new video. Peace out.